Another
We're
week
back.
spinny, man.
You got Spinny and favorite picking Fetty back. I can't even talk. Jeez, it's one of them
Come
days.
on, man. Hey, I picked the Eagles last week over the Ravens. That was an underdog. Come on. I got one in
All
there at
right,
least.
one dog, not bad, not bad. Um, anything you want to say week before week 14 before we get into this bad boy?
Last week of the regular season for fantasy football. A lot of implications, a lot of teams on bye this week. Spinny, what do you think about the week 14 bye? That's the one I want to ask you.
It's tough, you know. I mean, I think it's a hard thing for fantasy managers. It's something you gotta kind of pay attention to a little bit, but I don't know. Waiver wires big this week. Um, obviously, Braylon Allen should be available across a lot of leagues. He'll be the biggest pickup. Yeah, so you just got to find a way to win around it. And honestly, you should have won enough games. You're not in the playoff. You're already in
Well,
and not having to fight for it right now.
especially like Texans aren't bye. You have Joe Mixon, you're probably fine. You're probably in the
Yep,
playoffs already. He's been
you're
killing
probably
it
in the
all year.
playoffs already.
Yeah.
Same with Scary Terry. The 1 year
Yeah.
I don't get Scary Terry stock. I've been like the Scary Terry stan for my whole life, and I don't get stock this year, and he's a WR1. Classic Spinny fantasy football behavior right there.
That's that's how it goes, Spinny. That's always how it goes. Well, Spinny, we have incredible records. I picked the Lions Thursday Night Football. Spinny picked the Packers. That put me up 4 after we split last week. You are 77-39 on the season. I am 81-35. So again, incredible records by both of us. I'm still holding on to that lead, Spinny, man. We're getting towards the end of this season. You can't let me beat you at this, man. This has been your thing these last couple
We
years
got
on the pod.
we got a lot of weeks to go, Bus, but
You're right.
even
We
if
do.
you
We do.
do, I'm still up 2-0 in season record, I believe, going into this season. So I might have to let you have one, but probably not. Probably gonna be
Ah,
2-0. All right, let's get into it. The Kirko Chains revenge game at US Bank Stadium. Falcons, Vikes. Vikes -6. Who you got? Does Kirko Chains even start this game?
is this even a question?
Or is Michael Penix going
Kirk
to start?
Cousins Bowl? Uh, it's got to be Kirk O'Chain started,
Do you think
right?
so? You think they're going to give him another week? Are you
They
going to give
got.
me
I
the
mean,
spread here?
Kirk. This one's what's the spread again? No, no
But
spreads for you in this game.
what? No
None.
Falcons +6?
I don't like that. It seems too high to me. So no spreads for you. This is the Kirk Cousins Bowl, man. You know Kirk has had this thing circled on his calendar all year. The Falcons are for sure going to give him at least the first half of this game, right? But it don't matter. Vikings at home for sure. There's no way Kirk's coming in here and beating us. There's no way. Brian Flores putting all that pressure on Kirk. How's he supposed to escape? There's just no way.
I think there is a
Plus, he
way,
leads the league
but
in picks, doesn't he?
he does.
He's
But
just been terrible lately.
if you give me the spread, I would love to take the Falcons. But if you're going to do that to me, I'll have to take the Vikes at home because we're just too good at one-score games. I just don't see them beating us. So Game 2, Toilet Bowl number 1. Saints travel to the Meadowlands to take on the Giants. Who you got?
I just can't. I can't pick a Tommy DeVito or Drew Lock led team. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. I got to take the Saints even on the road here.
Yeah, I'm taking the Saints as well. I don't even want the 5.5 on this one either. That's one that I thought about, but I genuinely don't even want. Spoiler alert! Browns at Steelers. Steelers -6.5. Who you got?
I don't think the Browns will beat the Steelers twice this year. Plus, they're playing at home. I got to take the Steelers at home here.
Yeah, I gotta take the Steelers too. Browns got lucky getting the Steelers on Thursday night. Mike Tomlin.
Plus the snow and everything. That was just such a weird game.
Mike Tomlin, 158 win percentage on Thursday night football in his career. Wonderful
Whoa.
coach, but the Steelers have some of the most physical practices in the league. They play super physical. That's their thing. And when you have to return from a quick week after a game like that, they just have not had the ability to show that they're good. And it seems like Tomlin's kind of punting those Thursday night games. But since then, they've had that little mini bye, which means going in, they're gonna be looking better. So, I think the Steelers win as well. I think Browns got lucky playing them last time on Thursday night. The Raiders traveling to Tampa to take on the Bucks. Bucks -6.5. Who you got?
This is another no-brainer to me. This whole slate. I mean, there's so many games this week that just seem like no-brainers to me. I know some of them are going to mess me up, but there's just no way I can pick the Raiders on the road in a game that the Bucks need to win so that they can take the lead on the Falcons in the division. So I got to take the
Yeah,
Bucks at home.
I think the Bucks and Baker are getting it done in this game as well. Biggest spread of the week. Panthers
Ridiculous
travel
spread.
to CenturyLink to take on the Eagles. Eagles -13.5. Who you got?
That's got to be the biggest one this year. I think that spread is crazy. 2 touchdowns. I'm obviously taking the Eagles at home against a bad team. They've been playing tremendous football as of late. My question is, Spinny, do you want to get risky here? I think I might be willing to take that -13.5.
Wow.
Just to throw some risk in these picks here.
I was gonna ask you for -10.5. So if you want to take that -13.5,
You said
I'll
it.
take that all
You
day
said it.
long.
10.5. You said it.
No, I did not. You said it first, buddy. I will take the Panthers +13.5. We love that. Panthers
All right.
+13.5 for me.
I said it first. You're right.
Eagles -13.5 for Bus. I was gonna negotiate, but I pull the Bus and send in those trades that have no negotiation required. Also, just wanted to call out this man really quick for the classic, most rattiest fantasy football behavior or fantasy
Me?
basketball behavior of all time.
Me?
Yes, sends me a guillotine trade. Claxton for $170. I, as a joke, reply with Claxton for $17, and this man accepts it. So why is he sending me $170 when he knows he wants like $20 for the man? Absolutely effing ridiculous behavior by Fetty Bus.
In my
Absolute
defense,
rat behavior.
I sent that same exact trade to like 7 people in the league.
I know you did.
It
And
got
we all had a
rejected
big
by
laugh about it.
It got rejected by everybody. You're the only one who countered, so I was like, you know what? I got to take my $17, I guess. So
Take your $17.
didn't even tell you about it either. Just accepted it. Let it go.
Literally just accepts. I get on later and I'm like, oh, guess I got Claxton. Toilet bowl number 2.
Oh my gosh.
The Jags travel to Nashville to take on the Titans. Titans -3.5. Who you got?
I do want to pick the non-favorite here, but I can't pick a Mac Jones-led team. I think Trevor's going to be out once again, sadly.
Trevor on IR, so basically.
He went on. Okay, I didn't even see that. So yeah, I'm taking Titans at home here. I mean, I think that's basically the only difference when you're talking 2 basically evenly matched teams like this. So
I like Levis a little more than Mac Jones.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, that's what it comes down to. I like Levis slightly more than Mac Jones, so I'm gonna go with Tennessee as well. A lot of toilet bowl games here. The noon slate tomorrow is gonna be sketch nation. I guess the Vikings might be that hardcore TV one. Last noon game. JTES Jets travel to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Dolphins -6. Who you got?
I'll take my first non-favorite here. I just don't. I can't picture the Jets finishing the season with only 3 wins. I'm going to give them one more here at least. This might be the last time I pick them. They've screwed me all season, so no surprise. They're probably going to screw me again here. But I can't envision them going 3-14. So they got to get another win at some point here. Why not against a division rival who's not very good? So I'm taking the Jets on the road.
I love having the Dolphins at home for an easy catch-up on Bus. Give me those.
That's fine with me, man.
Fins, baby.
Take your Mike McDaniel, man.
Give me my favorite NFL coach, Mike McDaniel.
He sucks.
Give me the Fins, baby. Hawks at Cardinals.
This is a tough
NFC
one.
West on the line. Who you got? Cards
This is a
minus 2.5.
this is a real tough one here, especially because Kenneth Walker is questionable as of now.
You already know who I'm picking.
I know you're picking the Cardinals. That's why. That's why I'm the one talking this out.
Cards.
I'm the one talking this out because you're just default picking Cardinals. I think I kind of want to switch up from you, man. I think I do.
Do it. Pick Gino. Pick Gino over Kyler.
Let's take the Hawks on the road. Let's go. Two
Yeah.
underdogs in a row by
That's
me.
2 catch-ups. Got the Panthers for 3 at that 13.5. Man, we're already almost tied with you already. That's a stand.
Just watch. Saquon's going nuts this week. We're fine.
Bills travel to LA to take on the Rams. Bills minus 3.5. Rams also 6-6. Still in play for this division as well. It's a big one for them.
Let's talk about this division for a quick second. Rams 6-6, Cards 6-6, Seahawks 7-5, 49ers 5-7. Do you think the Niners are out of it for sure?
No, I don't think the Niners are out of it for sure.
Who would you lean? Who would you lean as of right now to win the division?
The Niners are obviously behind just because they have the 1-3 division record, right?
Yes.
So that's going to be hard for them. But Arizona and the Rams 2-1, Seahawks 2-2 in division. So that's why this next one for Seattle is so big, because if they lose, it's going to be hard for them to make up on the Cards at that 3-1 to the 2-3 divisional record. The Niners could do it, but I just don't like anything I'm seeing from them. I haven't liked anything I saw from them in like 3 weeks. Like, even when the Avengers were more healthy, like, Debo doesn't. What's wrong with Debo? Is Debo okay?
I don't know, man.
I don't see the same level of production. And George doesn't look like he's healthy, even when he's been playing. He's just looked meh. So I don't have any confidence in them. From a performance perspective. Do they have a chance? Obviously, I just don't like what I've seen for the last 3 weeks. Yeah. And as much as I hate to give this man credit, UWRF head coach Devin Patel from San Francisco been telling me this for over a year, and it's finally, I think, might be true. The fact that Kyle Shanahan is the Mark Jackson of the San Francisco 49ers.
Wow.
And they need a new coach in order to win.
And he is a Niners fan too? So
he's saying that about his
own coach? Wow.
He's saying that about his own coach, Kyle Shanahan, the Mark Jackson of the Niners. So, crazy. But
any other Niner fans, please comment below what you think about that.
I've called this man crazy about it for a year and a half, but shit, man, it looks like it's coming true.
It really does. It really does. All right, Bills-Rams, though. The Bills have just been playing too well lately for me to pick against them. I just can't, even on the road here. So, Josh Allen.
Really?
Josh Allen is going to win this game and probably cement himself as the MVP this season.
You going to give me the plus 3.5?
Let's do it.
All right, I'll take the Rams. Rams plus 3.5. Boss with the Bills minus 3.5.
This one, it's risky. It's so risky. So I feel like this was probably a field goal spread game. So that's why it's 3.5.
Bills a lot of blowout wins though, right? Like 35-10 Niners,
35-10, yeah.
30-21 Chiefs, 30-20 over the Colts, 31-10 Seahawks, 34-10 Titans. Like, lots of blowouts for the Bills, especially in the last 5 or 6 weeks. So I could have been taking that spread for no reason. The Bears travel to San Fran to take on the Niners. Niners minus 3.5. Who you got?
I feel like at least these last couple of years, for sure last year, whenever an interim coach steps in, they always win that very first game. I feel like that's always a thing. It's so tough because it's in San Francisco, and I really don't want to pick against them when they're at home. You know what? I got to play it safe. I got to go back to my strategy, always picking favorites. We're taking the Niners at home.
I'll take the Niners as well.
I'm just torn. I don't know.
There's so much up and down from Chicago.
Yeah.
I think the Niners are going to kind of keep it on the ground and keep it pretty simple and get away with a close win.
Yeah.
Game of the week, Sunday night football.
Oh, yeah.
Your Jim Harbaugh-led Chargers travel to Burrowhead to take on the Chiefs. Who you got? Chiefs -4.
Well, you're not getting that spread because, as we know, the Chiefs always win by less than 3 points, basically. I mean, we said it last week. We acknowledged that spread of the Raiders Chiefs, and we're like, why is this so high? Like, it doesn't matter how good the Chiefs are and how bad the Raiders are. The Chiefs are going to barely beat them because that's just always how it goes. With that being said, the Chargers, they're obviously going to run the football a lot, try to keep the ball out of Mahomes' hands. I just don't think it'll be enough. I like the Chiefs' defense. I like how they play on both sides of the ball. They're just too talented, man. It's always hard for me to pick against them. So I got to take the Chiefs here at home in prime time.
I want the Chargers. I think the Chiefs are going to lose 2 or 3 games, and this is a Division I against a good
Yeah,
team
so do
that's
I.
going to come in with a good strategy. My question is, can I greed for 2.5? 2.5.
2.5? Ah. Do it. Take it.
Yes.
They just need to win by field goal. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Chargers +2.5. Chiefs -2.5 for Fetty. We love it. The spread's kind of weak. We like that.
That's spread week, yeah.
And then Monday Night Football. Couple teams with some off chances to still make the playoffs. Bengals at Dallas. Bengals -5. Who you got?
How do they even have a chance to make the playoffs? Makes no sense. The Cowboys blows my mind. I'm going Bengals on the road here. I just can't. I mean, we're talking Joe Burrow versus Cooper Rush, right? Like, right? Or who's there?
Yeah, Joe Burrow versus Cooper Rush.
Yeah, so I can't choose Cooper Rush in that matchup. I just can't do it.
I'm gonna take the boys.
I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. Very high scoring.
Bengals just don't have it together. And I think that they are more out right now than Dallas is. I think Dallas has a little more to play for as far as getting back in it.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen a good Cooper Rush game yet. They have a couple of wins in some crappy Cooper Rush games. And I think against Cincinnati, it's possible Cooper Rush actually has a good game. So we're going to take Dallas at home on Monday night.
Well, they can't stop anybody, that Bengals defense, so you might be right.
Dogs versus favorites. The classic line of the year. Here we are.
Come on, I picked plenty of dogs this week.
Yeah.
I was risky.
One dog. Picks one dog, and he's like, I picked plenty of dogs this week. One dog.
I've been risky, dog. Come on. I took the 13.5 spread. How more risky could you get?
Risky like picking UConn basketball to win a game in 2013. That's about how risky you've been on this pick'em season.
Hey, all right, you just got to get them. You just got to get the win, Spinny. You know? All right, Hardy's. We'll see, man. Spinny, man. It's another week where we split up like 7-8 times, man. You could be up by 3 after this week, for all we know.
And you could be up by like 10. Anything crazy could happen. Panthers, come on, people. Make that game close. Make me hit that big old spread. Baby, come on home.
Please
Chiefs put McCole Hardman on injured reserve as well today. So just another thing for the old Chargers to come in. And Jim Harbaugh we trust. Michigan beat Ohio State. Jim Harbaugh's got some inspiration. Here we go, baby.
Get a load of this guy, Hardy's and Arnos. All right, y'all.
Check us out. Comment, share. Let us know what you think. Appreciate you all. Hug them, friends and family.